went and did the research. GMO is reducing our fertility. GMO is doing it in all the other animals they tested on. They won't let human tests go on because they want to cover this up. All the big eugenicists that call for population reduction are the ones funding it, like Bill Gates buying into Monsanto. I've got all the government documents about we could...
years ago.
Very good point. Thank you for the call. But Jeffrey?
Well, it's interesting. I talked to a fella who used to work at Monsanto, and he was there at the time when mad cow disease was a problem. And he discovered, one of his colleagues told him that they had found new proteins in the cotton seed, in the cotton that was genetically engineered, that he was supposed to sell. Moreover, they were selling this cottonseed cake to dairy cows down the street from him. And he said, wait a minute, these new proteins, they were never intended. They were part of the massive background noise and collateral damage that could occur as a result of this primitive process of genetic engineering. Shouldn't we characterize these proteins and make sure that they're not prions or might cause some kind of mad cow disease? Well, first of all, the people at Monsanto, these PhDs, had never heard of mad cow disease, even though a Nobel Prize was awarded a few months later. But they said, I'm sorry, we've always fed the products of our trials to animals, and we're not going to stop. So he was very agitated. He tried to blow the whistle and was ostracized from within Monsanto. And then he tried to blow the whistle outside of Monsanto. He told agricultural commissioners, he told university professors. He told me their eyes just glazed over. They had no idea of the potential problems that could happen with the genetic engineering. Well, he left the company and went and became a chiropractor, and now he took our speaker training, and he's speaking against GMOs. In fact, we'll be on a panel together at the Health Freedom Expo in Long Beach in early March. However, it turns out when I looked into this with a professor who was an expert at these proteins, he didn't think that these proteins that might be created from the genetic engineering process would likely have anything to do with prions, because prions are out-of-control animal proteins that affect animal health, and these proteins that are produced in plants would be different. So there is not a direct understanding or correlation with GMOs right now and mad cow disease.
It shows how crazy they are feeding rotten dead cows and goats and sheep to cows who are herbivores and aren't meant to eat meat. Let's jam in one more call. Roger in Texas. Roger, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, how are y'all today?
Good.
I want to commend y'all both on all the work that y'all have been doing. You, Alex, on just everything under the sun. And Jeffrey, I accidentally found your videos on GMOs about 2 years ago. And they've been an eye-opening experience. I live in the heart of Texas here, where corn is king.
Hold on, we're coming back. I'm going to have you finish up a few more calls on Lou Rockwell. You know, I haven't even told the story, and I meant to do it today, about speaking in Dallas last Sunday, and I took probably 30 questions or more after my speech, and like 6 or 7 of them were people that were young people, young, healthy folks that were all of a sudden getting sick and almost dying. When they learned to get off GMO, stop drinking aspartame, the doctors were saying, get ready to be in a wheelchair, get ready to have this done, get ready to have that done. Suddenly they just got completely better. And they said, your radio show and the guests you have saved us. I mean, folks, I don't tell you something unless I've researched it and I'm upset about it. And I think it's something you should be warned about. That's what real public service is about. And that's not because I'm some great guy either. This is affecting us all. I'm angry about being assaulted by a bunch of global control freaks. Roger, real fast, because I'm going to jam in a few more, and I appreciate you holding. You were saying we're here in Central Texas. Oh, he dropped off. I wanted to hear the story. Elliot in California. Go ahead. You're on the air with Jeffrey Smith.
California.
Yeah, California.
Thank you. Okay. I have something I've been meaning to call for a year, and this is really important. In 2005 and 2006, I went to Romania 5 times. I was living over there more than here. I'm a baby boomer and was developing arthritis in my fingers. When I went over there for the first time for a month, and I was with 3 other Americans, and we were drinking like fish and partying, I lost 11 pounds in 1 month, and the arthritis in my fingers disappeared. I came back to the United States. I didn't have a clue as to what was going on, but I said, is it the food? Is it chemicals, pesticides? I went back 4 more times. Each time I went back, I lose weight. Over there, people are very thin until about 50 years old. The men don't.
The French smoke cigarettes, eat like pigs, and don't look like us. No, everybody's pointing this out. Anywhere you bring GMO in with any mammal, they turn into these lethargic creatures. Incredible point, Jeff. We see this a lot, don't we?
Yes, in fact, in my last newsletter, I asked people to email us at healthy@responsibletechnology.org to describe just those type of changes. No one in the world is monitoring this. And so we've decided to take the responsibility to see what kind of changes are occurring in people when they switch from GM and non-GM. Sometimes it's going between organic and non-organic. Sometimes it's going between the United States and Europe. So thank you for that excellent description. And please send us a copy of your description written up.
Amazing. And final comment, sir.
Yeah. Let me tell what happened. So what I did was, and this you just mentioned it, and I just started this like about a month ago. I was taking one probiotic once a week, and then I started taking it every day. I was taking ginger and turmeric for my fingers because I don't take any painkillers and stuff, and I'm a guitarist. So what happened was I had stopped taking turmeric and the ginger, and 80% of the arthritis in my fingers is gone because I'm taking probiotics every day. It's got to be, it's changing the biology in your intestines.
Yeah, there are many reasons.
It's knocking out what Bill Gates and co. put in there. I'm sorry, go ahead, Jeff.
There are many reasons why our gut bacteria is probably compromised by eating GMOs. We've already talked about the transfer of genes into our gut bacteria, which is probably occurring in a wide scale. But also we eat products that have residues of Roundup, and Roundup is an antibiotic. It kills bacteria. So if we eat it, it destroys some of the bacteria that's in our gut. But if some of the genes transferred from soybeans making Roundup-ready gut bacteria, then they would have a survival advantage, and so we might have a colonization of these Frankenbacteria inside our gut. And there's many other ways that I don't want to go to, they're too technical, why GMOs might be causing a huge disruption of this very important aspect of our health. There are 10 times the number of cells in our body as gut bacteria than the cells of our body. They're part of our immune system and our digestive system.
So we've got to bomb them with good old-fashioned wide-spectrum healthy bacteria. We've got to bomb the Monsanto enemy colonies and other GMO colonies out of our guts. And once a week isn't enough. That's what I've been doing. I'm going on it. Every day I'm going to annihilate the enemy. I'm going to lose the weight. I'm going to get healthy. I'm going to live longer. I'm going to win. The eugenicists that hate life and hate us all are not going to win. Jeffrey Smith, all your books and videos are available at Infowars.com. Incredible job. Thank you so much. Let's get you back up in the next month if you'll do it. God bless you. All right, we're going to come back with Lou Rockwell. Is Ron Paul going to run with Mitt Romney? Stay with us. We'll talk about it straight ahead.